And so it took a while. It took a long time because, of course, everybody see your resume and you have a 7-year gap. And I remember my mom like, oh my God, I wanted to go back and I couldn't, never. And I was so stressed because I'm like, no one is calling me for interviews. I don't have the Canadian experience that they always ask. I actually did a little so I volunteer at the school with my kids when they started school about science, simple machines. It was really fun to have these kids to do stuff with Lego. And then I also did some math science, went to school again to show about science, but it was not what I wanted. I wanted research. I wanted to do what I was doing before having kids. And nothing. I was just like, oh my God. And I remember that I was so desperate that I remember sending an email to one of the professors at McMaster University. I'm like, and I pour my heart into that email. And I said, all my life, I told all my life, like, as a researcher, I found that the kids need their mother, but now I'm ready to go back, and this is my experience, and I kind of gave my resume in that email, and he was really kind. He called me back like I went the day after, and I told him all my experience, all the research that I did until 1 year after my PhD. So I did my PhD, then I did a year of postdoc with a nuclear. And he was very interested. And I was lucky because at that time, there was another professor that needed someone to do some research for the industry. And so I started as a part-time. So part-time, and of course they started to see how I worked. And then they offered me to be full-time. So that was, for me, was like, it was so good because I think I managed to, I showed them that I was worth it and I could do my job, even though I had a big gap. So I was very grateful for those 2 years as a postdoc. I put my hands into as many projects as I could, and I learned so much. And I need to have several tasks because my way to relax from one task is to go to another one. And the multitasking, I love that. I think I blame that on when I did my undergrad, the system was to be on top of things all the time. And yeah, I was lucky. I started as a postdoc doing research for the industry for 2 years in McMaster University. And then this opportunity came along to work across the road because actually physically I was working in this building of McMaster University, and the content laboratories are across the road. Wow. So I applied, and here I am, being a materials engineer for the Canadian Coast Guard. Sometimes I do help other projects, but I'm the main, not the project leader, but I am managing the MOU for the Canadian.
That's so